And a two and a hi, everybody. Welcome.
Hello, hello. So
Bonjour.
nice to
Bienvenue.
nice to
And
see everybody.
welcome to my guest, Jean's.
I'm
Jean
so excited.
is daring the swamp again.
I'm so excited to be here with you, Sherry. It's always so much fun. You're so welcoming, and I it's the energy is so it's really very beautiful. I want you to know, and I know that some people say that to you, but it's for real. It's for real.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I enjoy being with you. So,
Oh.
although in the beginning you intimidated the hell out of me, you and Wisdom Seeker Joan and Terry Renner and um, Terry Lee, psychic. What's her channel name?
Uh-huh.
We
Pure
just did a
visionary. Mm-hmm.
yeah, we just did a show together and had a ball. And
Oh.
I told her, I said I was so nervous, just like when I first got together with Jean. I said because y'all just seem to have that you're just plugged in a
Mm-hmm.
way that was like, am I ever going to get there? I said, and it just intimidated me to no end.
It was a lot of hard work. It was a lot of practice and us being together and supporting one another. We really felt like our spirit guides would sort of commune together. So
Yeah,
we really relied on that and we really wanted to strengthen our skills and abilities while having that sort of support from each other as well as our spirit guides and from the chat. And it took a while for me to be able to step out and sort of I think Allie was always a card reader, and so I felt comfortable being the medium or the psychic
yeah,
without any tools. I mean, I have my pendulum, of course,
yeah.
and to
I
step
have
out
a pendulum on the
and to
wall.
work. Pardon?
I said I was like pendulum. Oh, where is mine? It's hanging on the wall. I'll have to get up and go
Oh,
get it. I don't even have a deck of cards out. Jesus, I'm not even ready today.
oh, put up your little screen. Stop your cam and go get what you need. I have my
Yeah.
cards here today, and I'm
Okay.
telling you, you inspired me, Sherry, and I am practicing my tarot again, and I'm doing readings for myself, and I'm saying,
Yay.
how is this going to turn out? And everything is, I'm able to pick up on it. I really am. It's not quite fluent, but I'm getting better at
Well,
it.
that's me. I have a couple of little cheat sheets, that because I'll lay them out, and I'm at the point now where most of them, I know what they mean, or
Right.
I know the general gist of what they're supposed to mean, and then what I'm getting from spirit on the card. But there's sometimes I lay them down and I'm like, no, it's not there. I have to look it up. So, and in the beginning, that made me very self conscious because I would watch others that it would just rattle out. They would just roll off the tongue with it and be like, God, how did they memorize all that? But it just takes time in doing it a lot.
I just want to
It
say
looks
hello
like we've
to,
already got 16 in the room. So
I know
yay.
Priscilla the Crone Zone is here. Hey,
Yeah.
Priscilla.
Hi, Priscilla and Warrior Girl and Jules and Anne and Teacher Barbara and La Lima, and I read for La Lima
Yeah.
last night,
Okay.
and Jessica
Okay.
and Christina and Rishi and Sonia and Arlene, and I think I got everybody. Oh, Melinda and Christina. Okay, cool. Yay, we got all kinds of people in here. Um, yeah, I did the thing with Helen yesterday, and then after we got off, um, I went to go check email, and I saw an email from Hershey um, that was an invite for a live stream. And I was like, well, I wonder when she's doing it because there was no explanation in the email, no nothing. I had no clue what was going on. So I just clicked on it to see what would happen. Boom, I was live. She was like, I got 200 subscribers. She was doing a celebration. And
Oh,
so I
wow.
hung out for about half an hour with them. And then I was like, okay, I got to go. My bladder's going to blow, you
Oh,
know? Yeah.
congratulations, Hershey. That's great. And how wonderful is that just to send out like an announcement? There should be some sort of a little group that we have, like a private chat almost, that we can
Yeah.
just invite at each other, and yeah, like share calendars or something. I don't know,
Yeah, I
but
don't know. Because different people use different programs. So, I mean, I use my Google Calendar.
mm,
Well, actually, I use my day planner.
wow, that's
My Google
beautiful.
Calendar's backup when I remember to put it in. And that's my problem. I forget to put it in the calendar. But everything goes in my day planner. And I can write notes and scribble, and there's something that needs to be changed. Yeah, it all goes in my day planner. Because when I first started doing this, I was double booking myself and mixing up days. And I was like, okay, there's got to be a better way to do this. And so I thought, I'll just go get a day planner. And that's what I did. I know a lot of people prefer electronic calendars, and they're okay, but I like my paper calendar. It's old school, I guess you could say.
It still happens. It still
Sure.
happens no matter how many calendars we have, no matter how many emails go back and forth. It really still happens. Like I think I'm hosting and I send it out and Jen will say, I already sent you the invite 3 days ago. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Like we inviting each other to the same show. It's
Yeah,
really it's hard to keep track. It is, you guys.
it is.
Hmm.
It is hard to keep track. Um, you start forgetting, because in the beginning I would just write down the time and the person, and then a couple of weeks would roll by, and I'm like, is it on my channel or their channel? I don't remember. And so then I'd have to email them and go, whose channel are we doing this on? Everybody was laughing at me. So,
I
you
know.
learn as you go. And I'm rolling back here a little bit. I saw we already have
Yeah. Yeah.
questions up.
So I wanted to, while you're doing that, I wanted to just share with everybody that I wanted to try and find it. Where did I put it? I think I put it in here. Um, I had, of course, my computer's just a little slow today. You guys, is anybody else noticing that? So I have,
Mine's been doing that for about a week.
yeah, a notification or a notice or um, a post that said beginning January 2024, that January 27th, 2024, that all of the planets will be direct until April 1st of 2024. And I have been
Yeah,
waiting for
I
this. I
saw it.
remember
Yeah.
that Valerie from Illumination Portal told me this, and I have been waiting for this for such a long time. Beginning January 27th, 2024,
Wow.
all planets will be direct until April 1st, 2024. And we're going to feel
Cool.
this. We're going to feel this forward momentum, this forward, like it's almost like we've been feeling like we've been held back or not really able to move forward, or it's been so tough to take a step forward. We're going to feel this release and this ability to move forward. So I just want to make sure everybody does know to make sure that you are planned and ready and prepared, because once, I mean, I can feel it now. I feel it's happening before the actual
Yeah.
planets move. I just feel the energy generating towards it. But it's so exciting.
Is there any kind of ritual or something that people can do to help
Yep,
strengthen that or enhance
it's a
that?
it's a
Like you do on
technical
a new moon and
term.
full moon.
Mhm. It's very, very technical, Sherry, and I call it the happy dance. The happy dance. The happy dance. That's what we do.
That works for me. I can do that. We'll have to do it in the chair, but
No,
um,
but I'm telling you, keep an eye on Illumination Portal, Valerie from Illumination Portal. She's keeping us abreast of all of these changes. It was the
oh
111
yeah,
portal.
anytime I want to know anything planetary, I go jump over on her channel
It's
because I know
there's
she's going to
also
explain it.
Pluto is moving into the sign of Aquarius on the 20th of January. and then it's
Oh,
going to be moving back out and then go back in, but it's the first, it's Pluto's moving back and forth, but it's going
yeah.
into the sign of Aquarius, and then Uranus is the last planet to move into the sign of Aquarius, and then we'll have all the signs in the sign of Aquarius. Not only will they be direct, but they'll all be in the sign of Aquarius. I mean, talking about an astrological alignment, an astrological sort of having things move forward, move straight, move with momentum. I'm just so very excited about this.
Wow, that is amazing. I heard somebody the other day talking about it when I was at work, and that's when I walk around with one earbud in and it's playing on the desktop, and I'm in and out and all around in the office, so I'll hear it, but I don't always catch what it is they're talking about. And and I heard somebody talking about everything's going into Aquarius, and I didn't know what they meant. And
So the Crone Zone is putting it up there for us. If you want to click on that, she's on. Yeah, she'll be explaining the Pluto move on the 20th and the full moon on the 25th. On the Crone Zone, she'll be on the Crone Zone on the 21st. So she'll be talking about all
okay,
of these alignments and movements. Yeah, it's so very exciting.
well, darling, make sure you send lots of notices so I don't forget.
Yeah,
I'm so bad with that. If I don't have a notice that I can click it to notify me, it's gone. It's
yeah.
a few
Thank
minutes
you,
go by
Priscilla. Hmm.
and and I lose it. Oh, let's see. We have Sherry came in and um
Yeah,
Karen
I'm going to
Dole
go ahead
came
and take
in.
that down. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
just
Kelly Scarborough came in. We're gonna be doing a show soon. Kelly Scarborough and I. Um
very nice.
and I believe I I I wanna say I finally got well poo. Now I'm gonna lose it. I can't think of it. On who was it? There's somebody that I've been trying to oh, me and Terry Renner, uh holding your space. We've been
Yes.
trying to connect for a while, and I want to say we finally set something, but if we did, I can't find it now. I wrote it down somewhere, and I'll be on the 26th. That's when it is. Friday the 26th. I'll Terry and I will be doing a show together. Which I
Wow.
we finally got our schedules meshed, and then I'm gonna be on Michelle's channel next Wednesday, Astrological Tarot.
Oh,
She does
wow.
she does the Vedic astrology and
Mhm.
stuff, which is really interesting because all I've ever known is tropical or Western astrology. And so you get over to Vedic and you're a different sign because it's based on the movement
Mhm.
since whenever they started doing that. And so I think with Vedic, I think I'm like a Taurus or something like that. And I'm like,
I think it's 13 degrees earlier. So it
yeah,
depends on what degree, but yeah. Mhm.
yeah, I think I'm a Taurus or I'm on the cusp of Taurus and whatever was before that one. And I don't even know what order they're in.
Yeah, if
Um,
anybody in the chat knows for sure, but I think it's around 13 degrees. If you guys know, pop it in there and we'll.
absolutely.
Mhm.
All right. I want to make sure.
Yeah, and Sherry, your
um,
digs are so pretty, and she rearranged her entire area there. I'm like,
Everything's moved around. I even bought new bed stuff. Of course, there's junk all over it. The cat's on it. Um, I'm still it's like behind me is right behind my head is a mess. So I'm kind of like trying to make sure I keep it blocked
oh,
because
don't
I'm still
we're
trying to. I mean, if I move over, a mess.
that's what
So
you
I'm
have to.
slowly getting everything put. And of course, you still can't see the dining room table because it's piled with stuff, and I'm looking at it going, where the hell am I going to put that? And how did it fit in here before? So I'm getting ready to throw a bunch of stuff out, and and I just gave a deck of cards away. Um, I had a an oracle card deck that I had, Tree of Life Oracle. It's based on Kabbalah and all of that, and it just, try as I might, it just didn't resonate with me. It just didn't click. And I was talking about it somewhere the other night, and Warrior Girl sent me a message, and she said, "Oh, I love that deck. I keep seeing people use it. I've been wanting to get that." I said, "Well, send me your address and you can have it." So I just mailed that off to her. So she should get it Monday or Tuesday, maybe Wednesday at the latest. I don't know.
Oh, that is so sweet. She's gonna
It's
really
like,
love that.
it's like
Yeah,
I'd rather give it to somebody that can utilize it the way it's meant to be utilized with
right.
those kind of messages. And it just didn't work for me. So I was like, okay, I need to find you another home. And so anyway, okay, well, we've got 9 starred. So I don't know if I have any repeats. I just want to make sure. Okay, well, actually 8. One is a repeat. All right. We're just going to go with numero uno. Hi, Rishi. Who is coming to me in love? Okay.
Yeah, let's, I can take a look at that for you,
You take a look,
Rishi.
and I'm going to turn around and grab some cards.
Sure.
I get to see my fat behind. Sorry about that.
Oh, I had my eyes closed, Sherry.
Oh,
Do it again. No, I'm
well,
kidding.
I just blinded everybody in chat room.
I'm teasing you.
Oh, my God.
It's always fun and giggles with you, Sherry. You're so easygoing. I love it. Okay. Let me just I was tuning into Rishi. I just want to I kind of get a feeling that uh she'll be young and pretty, but she'll be very much a motivator for you in the sense that she'll always have your back and always supporting you and saying you can do it, like, and really support you and reassure you with all of your endeavors, with all of your um, uh, goals, whatever you set out to do. I feel as though she's going to be a really strong support for you and really believe in you. You two will have this unconditional love, this very supportive, like it's almost like you and me against the world. Like you two will make such a beautiful team, and you'll have this confidence that and this trust with one another that is unbreakable. It's almost like you'll look at each other in the eyes and you'll be like, did you hear them say that? And she'll be like, yeah, I heard them. Like, like you'll have like communication just even with meeting your eyes. I feel like she can see your heart and your soul for sure. She sees you for who you truly are, and this is what I see for you, Rishi. You'll have a beautiful life together.
That's cool. Yeah, I want to double check this one.
So Rose Blue is saying, write it in your book. What Rose? What is that? At
I
least,
do when I remember to write it in my book so I don't forget. I put it, that's why I like a day planner, because I can go in and add things. And let's see. Okay, Rishi. The first thing I pulled was from the Divine Masters Oracle card. And I pulled for you Thoth. As you can see here, it says divine magic. The teacher awakens, the student becomes the master. And part of the message is that the powers of heaven and earth are uniting at this time, putting the power of creation into your hands. Whatever you set out to do, you will do. You are in a vortex of manifestation. So sit down with some paper and pen and physically write out what kind of person do you want to spend your life with? What kind of attitude do you want her to have? What kind of character do you want her to have? Uh, does she need to love children or does she need to love animals? Is she? Do you need her to be a good cook? Or would you prefer a career woman, somebody that's doing her thing? But sit down and put down, write out what it is you're looking for in a mate, and that will help clarify to spirit what it is you're looking for so that they can get her ready to come across your path. And then I pull from Clarity Tarot, I pull the 10 of Pentacles. And for love, that says secure family life and legacy. So this is telling you once once you figure out what exactly you want and you put it down so spirit can get that person ready and send them over to you. We're talking a secure family life, a family legacy that you can build. And that's, because not everybody's looking for the same thing. They may ring all your bells, but if they're not interested in a family and you are, or, just basic characteristic things, if they're not aligned in that respect with you, then it makes for a really rocky relationship. So, um, write it out. Let spirit know. I mean, we've got the next full moon and new moon coming up. Do manifesting rituals for that. We got this. Everything's going into Aquarius in a couple of weeks. Hot damn it, that's not a good time to do it. I mean, um,
Absolutely.
so
I can see you both like traveling together as well. I feel as though you may be traveling some. And it's almost like uh you're very much at the even pace and even keel and very well balanced. I see yeah, I just see you very, very beautifully balanced, not out of balance. It's really nice, Rishi. Good for you.
all
Yep.
right.
Hmm.
Okay, next up we've got Christina Yadabara. Why my roof continues to leak. Well, that's not any fun.
Hmm. So, did you get a guarantee from the workers? They should have been able to troubleshoot the problem before they put the new roof on. Otherwise, they're just putting a band aid on, and it seems like whatever they roofed over top of is the culprit. So they may have taken off the shingles, but they may not have taken off that board or whatever. I don't know what the terminology is. There's something that they just roofed right over top of. And you would think that it would rectify the issue, but it's not. So maybe it's around, I don't know, that if you have a chimney or an opening and there's like that fascia, I don't know if it's called fascia or the facing or the something around, the flashing. I think it's called flashing or something around there. It could be coming down, but it's leaking here, but the problem is over here. And it's coming through here and just rolling down, and the leak is over here. So every time you go up to the roof, there's nothing here. It's because it's rolling down from over here. But they know where the leaks are. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling it's like the flashing around some sort of a air vent, some sort of a chimney, some sort of an opening at the top of the roof that they may have just unknowingly put the new roof over top, and they didn't realize that it wasn't secure underneath.
Yeah, if you had uh rotted timbers or whatever it is, there's several layers to a rooftop. I know that much. And if one of those lower layers or middle layers, if you had some rotted out boards from either old leaks or mold or termites, or, I mean, there's a lot of things that can get up in there that, they may not have noticed and just put the new roof right over, like Gene was saying, like a band aid. That's not going to do any damn good. You're going to still leak. Um, I pulled a few cards for you. For the situation, I pulled the Ten of Wands. It's like you've taken this on to get the roof fixed, and it's a burden because it's not fixed, even though you've got a new roof. So, the obstacle, I pulled the Devil. So again, I think to me that's just saying the devil in the details. They just overlooked whatever it was or whoever it was that they sent up to work on the roof that day, maybe didn't have enough experience to recognize an issue before they roofed over it. You know, um, Down here in the South, we see that a lot, especially after hurricanes. Roofing companies pop up out of the woodwork, and half of them, they don't know what the heck they're doing, and they leave you with a mess. Um, and the last card I got was the Page of Swords. So this is, you're looking at really needing to study what's going on here. And, like Gene said, you should have a warranty on that for them to come back and go in and figure out what the heck is going on here and get that fixed, because you shouldn't have to pay for that for somebody else to come out and fix it. And I apologize, y'all. I'm really scratchy today.
Do you have
Um,
something to drink there with you?
yeah, I've been sitting here sipping
Okay.
all morning. Allergies draining down the back of my throat makes my throat all scratchy. And I
We
tend to talk too
understand.
much.
Yeah,
So
we
I hope
understand.
that helps, Christina. Hopefully they can get that fixed. Um, I just had a news alert. Major southern snowstorm updates. I don't want to hear about snow coming. I'm in the swamp.
So,
We're not supposed to get snow.
Chris, Christina, I'm also hearing that you already knew, like whatever it is that you suspected it was, I feel as though you were right. So trust your instincts and trust your gut. And Jules Niner is saying Better Business Bureau is a great place if they don't want to help. But I
Yeah,
think that it was really just they really didn't see it. They really didn't know. It's like they checked everything out that they were supposed to check, but something was just undercover that they didn't see it. I mean, and they're going to say that they checked, but just, obviously you'll just let them know that you're still getting a leak to see if they can come out and help you, because I think that they did the right thing. It was just, you know, uh, not visible to the naked eye, I feel. Yeah, they didn't realize it. It's not like they saw it and just, you know, roofed over it.
yeah. Um, that's what made me think. I was hearing, someone that just didn't have the experience necessary to spot it. May have been up on the roof the day they did it. And so, the band aid got slapped on and the wound wasn't healed. So, um, and Keepa just said, hey, it's 6 degrees in Oklahoma.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's cold.
That's not normal. Next up is Teacher Barbara, who says she's in a tiff with her sister and mom, not sure what to do next. And then she continued with, do I call or let her call me?
Well, it's always better to take the high road, Teacher Barbara. And your relationship is not as important. It's almost like take a look at this and say, is this going to matter in 5 years? You know, and we only have a finite time with our family members, and it's really it it's I mean, I know, believe me, it's something that is really hard to swallow. And um I feel as though any type of tiff, we I feel that I always play a part in it, no matter what comes up that may happen. I feel as though I also have a part in it. Like it takes two to tango, you know, like but so forgive yourself and then work on forgiving them. And it may not rectify the issue. Like try not I wouldn't have too high of expectations that they're going to say, I'm sorry, I'm going to host the dinner next time or something. They're not going to concede to whatever it is, but you'll agree to disagree. Like it's almost like you'll have a truce there. It's not going to rectify whatever the issue was that you were uh you know uh discussing or tug of war over. So is teacher Barbara, should she call her mom and sister first? And there it's a free will thing here. Is it in teacher Barbara's best interest to contact her mom and sister first? Yes, but you really have to want to do it. You really have to be ready to do it, and it's in your own timing. And you may want to just process the issue and work it out in your own feelings, in your own thoughts. Um, and I'm not saying let people walk all over you, but just let them know that this is my boundary. This is what was said that or that happened uh, that I didn't agree with. And this is my expectation that in the future, if you can't host, I'd like to know ahead of time or whatever your parameters are. And, you may prepare yourself to agree to disagree, like set your expectations. But I'm so sorry to hear about that.
Well, I
How
pulled
about
a
you?
few cards for you, and the first one I pulled was Wheel of Fortune. So I think that's telling you it what it's saying is don't let it make a mountain out of a molehill on your end. If picking up the phone and calling first and saying, whatever it is that I did, I apologize. Can we make amends? Um, but you're the only one that's going to know if that feels right, if that action resonates with you. Um, because then I pull the 9 of Cups. It just so happens this is like a woman picking flowers at her home. So it just seems to emphasize the home life. Um, Again, you're just going to have to really, really do some soul searching to decide if whatever it is that happened between you and your family, if it's going to be more beneficial for you to bite the bullet, pick up the phone, and try to make amends, or to sit back and wait. Um, because my last card I got was Justice. So it's a matter of balancing what it is that you want. What is your main goal at the end of it? What is it you want to come out of the deal? Do you want to just blow it over and, okay, I'm sorry, just pretend like nothing happened? Or is there a deeper meaning as to why there was this blow up? And there's now this disconnect. Um, Sometimes the hard part is looking down deep to figure out what the real reason behind that was. Um, because the bottom of the deck, I've got the Five of Wands.
Mm.
So that's just more conflict. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so that's a tough one, and I'm
Yeah,
not
that
hearing a straight answer per se.
yeah, she's
Um,
saying her mom is mad and she can't get through to her. And this is where you'll pick up on your own intuition and work on fine tuning that timing. And, just wait for the perfect moment or for a calmer time. Um, yeah, she'll warm up to you.
yeah,
Mhm.
and sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's better to just let it ride for a little while.
She goes for the jugular. Yeah, it's
We all
very
have
different.
relatives like that.
Hmm.
All right. Next up, we got Anne.
Uncle Steve, does he have any messages for me? Hi, Anne. Nice to see you.
Hi, Anne.
Well, I'm not sure if Uncle Steve spent a lot of time outside. He's showing me the big sky. I'm not sure if he was from Colorado or from a mountainous area, but you know how they say big sky and you can see sky forever for miles to the left and miles to the right. He's just showing me a big sky. Um, So I think maybe he wants you to know that if you he is all the stars and watching over you as the sky is watching over you. He's saying he's as big as the sky. He's saying that he is watching over you. They all almost all of our loved ones are like every little millions and billions of stars there are out there would be representing all of our loved ones, and he's saying that he's watching over. Let me see what else he's saying. Steve, what about this big sky for Anne? He's saying you don't have you can just speak to the sky. He's saying you can connect to the sky, you can speak to the sky, and you can call for me. You can call for your loved ones. And he's saying you don't need to know where I am or what my phone number is. He's saying if you just uh, lift your heart to the sky and ask for the connection or ask for a message, he's saying we can all hear you. So that was really interesting. How about you, Sherry?
Well, the first thing I pulled was strength. So I feel like what he's telling you is to be strong, and whatever it is that you're dealing with right now, you have the strength to handle it. And it's just a reminder to be strong about it.
I love that card.
Isn't that a gorgeous card? I love that.
And the infinity sign on the top
Yeah,
too.
at the top. And it's a yes card on top of that. So yeah, I like this card. Um then the next card I pulled was the Ace of Pentacles. So again, that's a movement forward. It's something positive. You're being you're being told that there's a profit, may not necessarily be monetarily, but there's a profit in you being strong and dealing with whatever issues it is that's coming up in your life, that you're strong enough to deal with it. It just seems to be re-emphasizing that. And then the last card I pulled was what is that? The three of wands. And so there again, it's that reminder that whatever it is that's coming to you, he just wants you to know that with some things coming up, you're able to handle it. Don't let it Don't let it upset you that you have the strength to deal with what you need to deal with. And he just wants you to know that you got this.
Mm,
So there's no need for you to worry about it. And
that's really nice. Really nice.
okay, let's see. Okay, next up I have La Lima. Message from Spirit. Rank career path.
Mm-hmm. Um, you're currently preparing for an exam in Dubai, and though you feel in the process that you'll figure out what you really want. Um, yeah, it's trust your instincts there, La Lima, and it's really good that you are still going forward with the exam, no matter if you have hesitation or not, and let the energies play out. Let your give it every chance and look at it in every direction. And it's okay to test the waters. Um, and if it's not your cup of tea, or if you just don't feel like the energy is right, or it's maybe it's something that was so easy and you felt like you breezed right through it, and you'll know. I think that's what you're referring to, is that you'll know um, by how easy or how smooth or how um, how it made you feel. I think you'll know. And there are many, many more decisions for you in your future, Lalima. This is not the end all be all. This is not the end of the road for you. This is not the last decision you'll have to make. There are many more decisions and many more opportunities for you coming. And it's only the beginning. So if it's something that you want to, decide against and try something else, there's always a new path for you to, a new opening for you to continue on your path. And I feel as though that might be reassuring for you. How about you, Sherry?
I pulled for you the Divine Director, it says. Um, and it simply states trust the process. Um, the message that comes with this card just says you're being guided to stop trying to micromanage the universe. Sometimes events are beyond human comprehension. You're being invited to trust that there is a purpose behind what is unfolding before you, and that facing it will lead you to know and trust yourself on an even deeper level. So trust the process.
Exactly what,
So
oh my gosh, that's
exactly what
perfect.
you want. Just saying. I get chills when that happens.
I love that director, the divine director. He's
Yeah.
he's come on a journey with me. I love him. He's been
Oh
our
wow.
guide. He's really very powerful. I love that
Very
card.
powerful. Yeah.
hmm
Create space for divine order to unfold. Yeah, I like that. And that's my newer decks. I just got this one. Um, okay, Melinda is up. Just a general message. Okay, for my higher self.
So, Melinda, I feel as though you feel mm, somebody has disappointed you, or you feel defeated in some way. I feel as though if there is such a thing as luck, that luck hasn't been on your side um, with some of your hopes and dreams, and you're just wondering if you are going to be catching a break, and you feel as though you've put in a lot of hard work, time, and energy towards your goals, and you just feel as though you need something to open up. You need to catch a break. You need something to go your way, and you don't want to feel like you're struggling or pushing against something anymore. I feel as though that you are I feel as though they want you to turn around and look behind you. It's almost like you're pushing in a certain direction that there is no fruit or fulfillment in the direction that you're pointing or that you're pushing. And it's almost like there's a great big giant open portal right behind you that you haven't even considered or looked at. It's almost like the direction that it almost feels like you're putting a square peg into a round hole. Like there's no way for you to get through in the direction or the manner that you think you need to get through. And what they want you to do is to just surrender. They want you to contemplate and to connect with your spirit guides and relax, almost open up and say, I am here, I am your vessel, and i am uh, I am willing to open up to the direction that is in my highest good. And it's almost like they're trying to tell you that that direction is not in your highest good because there's no momentum there. And it's not done by force, it's done by uh, um, allowing. It's an allowing kind of a feeling to manifest and to move through and to go closer to your goals. It's not try, it's not work, it's not effort. It is relaxing. It is allowing, and it is with ease and opening up. So I hope that's helpful for you, Melinda.
Very good. Hey, I pulled for you Lakshmi and Ganesh.
Wow.
The
Do you know what that
energy,
is?
this is like double duty power. Um, the prosperity vibration, it says. You're attracting health, wealth, and happiness. Um, Lakshma is the Hindu goddess of all forms of prosperity, including fertility, fortune, and well being. Um, Ganesh is the Hindu elephant headed god, the son of Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati. Um, he is acknowledged to be the remover of illusions so that people can't pull a fast one on you. He's going to take that away. Um, it's said that Lakshma adopted Ganesh as her own son and declared that all she had would be his as well. And so now they work together as a force of light and goodness and are there to help people through challenges that stop them from experiencing their infinite worth. So, your message is health, happiness, joy, success, good company, and opportunities surround you. Um, this card is bringing you confirmation that you are indeed on the right path and will soon enjoy the fruits of your labor. Spend extra time and energy on gratitude. Be grateful even before you get anything. Be grateful for it today, for what will come tomorrow. But be
A-
grateful. They're there
Absolutely.
to, yeah,
Sorry.
wow,
I'm just so excited for Melinda. And Peacock Rainbow is letting us all know. She says Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth. Worship
yeah,
her on Diwali as well. Ganesh is the remover of all obstacles, and we invoke them before all prayers. And these two ascended masters or beings of light are here to show you that things are changing for you. Things are opening up for you, and that you just merely have to it's almost like you can't see the opening because you're so focused on what you're doing. And they say just relax, open up, and trust. That was perfect, Sherry.
yeah. And that's I got chills on it. Um, all right, let's see. Next up we have Sonia, who was asking, does her star family have a message for me?
All right, Sonia, going to the galactics.
I heard trust yourself.
Oh,
That just came through.
yeah. I feel as though they're saying you represent us here on Earth. You're one of our representers. It's almost like there's more than just one of you that are representing the race or the representing the family, and they're wanting to let you know that you are being guided and that you are here for a purpose and for a reason, and to connect and shine that light that you feel is it's almost like you can notice the difference between you and other people, like that they just don't seem like they get it or that they're aware. And how can they move through life without even lifting their head up and looking around? It's almost like you can see things that other people can't, and not necessarily like in the 3D. It's just you can see energy, or you can see scenarios, or you can see where things are going to be heading, and other people cannot. And they're letting you know that it's okay that you may find a little bit, you may find these differences a little more frequently than what you used to, and they just want to let you know that this is part of the evolution, and part of your purpose here on Earth is to be the example of the new consciousness.
You're going to like what I just pulled.
Wow.
I pulled Serapis Bay, which stands for a paradigm shift. It talks about this is the divine master who is responsible for helping those on earth move through the process of ascension. I know as you're talking and I'm reading this, I'm like, damn, chills up and down my spine. It says this is a time of change. You are being invited to move things forward rather than resist the changes taking place. The universe is encouraging you to know that if you resist change, it might be more difficult for you to adapt to it. So don't hide or run from it. Meet it with grace head on. Your energy is being activated now. This means the gifts and knowledge that have been locked within you are rising to the surface. Your ideas, beliefs, and trajectory are changing. Changes will begin to unfold around you. It's important to stay aligned with where you are going and what you are creating. You are ready to evolve.
Wow.
That's what this is saying.
I
You
love
are.
Serapis Bay. You got to look him up, Sonia.
Oh,
Hold
yeah.
that hold that up a little closer. We want to see his eyes. Oh
Wait, let
my,
me do this. Let me do this.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah, look at those eyes.
Wow.
They're
Look at
so
that.
full of love and of knowing.
A paradigm shift. And it didn't I say that you're going to see things differently than others? That man, that's amazing. That's just amazing, Sherry.
Yeah,
I love
it
that
just.
deck.
Oh, I do too. I like I said, I just got it, and I always go through them when I first get them. And I'll go through uh, with the book and the cards, and I'll go through card by card by card, and then read each thing on each card, and then just highlight what spirit tells me. This you need to remember. This you need to remember. And so I just started using it, and I really like this deck a lot.
Wow.
And
Good for you.
so, all right, let's see. Peacock has got a question for us.
She
Any
wants to know if there's
business?
going to be any business between her and S. And is there anything to kickstart it? Is there any business between Peacock Rainbow and S? Is there any business dealings going to be completed between, yes, it looks like it's a definite yes, it's a strong yes, and it didn't even hesitate or go around. So it looks like it's going to be sooner rather than later. And I don't think there's anything you need to do other than watch the show with Valerie about all those planets going in direct.
I know I'm gonna be marking my calendar after the show today to make sure I don't miss it. Um, I
I
like
think
her.
just
We did a show together a few weeks back and just had the best time.
you and
Um,
Val. Yeah.
yeah, Illumination Portal. She came
Wow.
on and she was like, "We got to do it again." I said, "Absolutely." So,
Aw.
um, but I know she's a busy lady, so um, let's see what I get here.
Yeah, so Peacock Rainbow, I do think it's in your future, and I think maybe just I think having a little patience and allowing things to occur in its own divine timing. Just make sure that you're ready and that you know what you want. I don't think there's any pushing or kickstarting that needs to be done. But go ahead, Sherry.
First, I pulled the Nine of Pentacles, which talks about you're content with or without a partner, whether if it's business, romance, whatever. Um, your whole life doesn't depend on having a partner. You can function just as well without one. But that doesn't mean that you can't create that relationship with someone else that's gonna fill some of the holes in you.
And
Because
she's
then
saying it's a business partnership is what
a
she
business
was.
partnership.
Yeah. Hmm.
Well, that even that would work, you know. I mean, we all have our strengths and our weaknesses in the business world. So, this person may have strengths that are your weaknesses and vice versa. So when you're together, you present this really strong, prosperous front for people to look at and go, I want to do business with them.
Yep.
That's what I'm getting.
Hmm.
Because then I pull the Eight of Pentacles, which talks about prosperity from your work, from what you're doing, followed by the Empress, which is like a blessing on it all. So I would say just continue to maybe sit down and put you a make a list. Your strengths, their strengths, your weaknesses, their weaknesses, so that when you do meet and talk, you're able to say, look, I'm weak in these departments, but you're not. And you're kind of weak in these departments, but I'm not. So if we combine, then that's going to make us very powerful as far as what we present to the public and what we do. And people are
Yeah.
more apt to be like, oh, they got it together, you
I
know?
I feel like maybe their plans may fall through. They may have somebody else lined up, and then something happens with that agreement or that plan, and it falls through. And then they're like, you know what? Peacock Rainbow was really the best one. Even though they're saying, no, we found somebody else, they're going to eventually come back to you because it's not going to work out for them what they wanted to do. So you never know. And just to make sure you keep your ducks in a row, you keep your business running and be ready.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I feel as though, I mean, with the cards that Sherry got and the definite swing on my pendulum, I just see this as being favorable. It may
Very
take
much
a little
so.
bit of time, may take patience, but
Like I said, sit down and write out your strengths and weaknesses so that when you do talk, you're already presenting a united front of this is what we both bring to the table if we join hands. And it will be prosperous for both of us. So and that's what a good partnership is, no matter what kind of partnership it is. Is bringing it together so that the whole is stronger than the two parts.
mhm,
All right, last question. Perfect timing. We just hit 59 minutes. Well, we
I
just
know
hit
it
1 hour.
is.
So, and this is our last one. from Miss Martha Bean.
Martha Bean, are my angels active in my throat while signaling me? Hmm, while signaling me. Huh.
I read that, and the first thing I thought is I've been having throat problems all day. I was like, okay, well, maybe they're trying to give me a message too.
Martha,
I'm
are
going to
you
try
still
that.
here? Are we reading this correctly? Um, are my angels active in my throat? You mean is could this be a way that getting a sign? Um, and our bodies in general are a antenna for our spirit guides and angels.
Yeah,
And she's
she's still
saying
here.
yes. Hmm, that we're reading it right. Our all of it, like sometimes you get ringing in the ears, or you get an itchy ear, or sometimes you get like an itchy throat, or it could be anything around here. But I'm not sure if there's like something that you're not saying, or this throat chakra is what I'm feeling, and you may feel this throat chakra maybe activating or opening up. I'm not sure if you have any blue stones. I don't have any blue stones that you can just lay down and relax and just put
The
the blue
closest
stone.
thing I have right now is this sodalite moonstone. It's kind of a green and a blue combined,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and that might something like that might be what you could use, or know a whole lot about crystals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I
I
would
know amethyst is good for just about anything. It's kind of like the cure all for all ailments. Grab some amethyst.
It is. I also feel as though it might be an invitation for you to dive deeper into the messaging,
Yeah,
and to focus on that feeling in your throat, and to focus on that when you're being in silent or quiet time. But just try that, and I feel as though it could be a message. I think it could be because they're telling me to dive deep into it. That it's for you to. It's almost like they're leaving the breadcrumbs for you to follow, and to unravel or reveal what the message might be.
you ready for some more chills? Just want to make sure I get the message correct. Just what's on the card alone is like, okay, wait a minute. All right, I pulled. It's Sanat Kumara,
Wow.
open channel, signs, codes, downloads, and sacred information is what she stands for. Her name means eternal youth. She's an advanced cosmic light being who is dedicated to helping the earth rise up toward the light. Oh, it's a he, not a her, excuse me. Um, he's deeply passionate about supporting those on earth who feel called to fulfill their life's purpose and make a difference. Um, he's a guardian of light and has been acknowledged in many different traditions, and even as a temple dedicated to him in Kyoto, Japan. Um, I've not been to Japan, but I have been to the Buddhist temple in Hawaii, which is an exact replica of the Buddhist temple in uh, in Kyoto, Japan. It's
Wow.
like a miniature. It's a much smaller version of what's in Japan, but it's in Hawaii and it's breathtakingly beautiful. Um, it's like right at the foot of a bunch of sheer mountain cliffs, and that's where they put it. And yeah, wow. Um, it says hearing high pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, having the sense that beings are visiting you in sleep or meditation are all signs that you are receiving downloads from heaven. Um, right now, you are an open channel to source codes and information that can help you understand how your life can be more aligned to the energy of purpose and meaning. Um, Trust in what you're receiving and encouraging you to follow through on the guidance. Whether you're experiencing more sounds, downloads, or spiritual experiences than usual, or it's an entirely new experience for you, it's important to take some time to contemplate and meditate on it. Um, yeah, that's just the minute I saw open channel, I went, holy crap, that's just what Gene was saying. So
It it could be that you're going to be doing some channeling or maybe some light language or even just toning. You can begin by just toning and see what comes through. But yeah, wow.
maybe talk to JJ. Tuda speaks. She does the light language that just comes out. I mean, when she speaks, I can feel it just chills up and down my spine.
Wow.
Um, and then I know Michelle from Astrological Tarot. She does. They're kind of like mantras,
Mm,
but it's like a
mhm,
light language that she will do as a blessing to someone or something. I watched her do it a week or two ago with someone, and it was just like breathtaking. I was like, "Holy
mhm.
crap, man!" It just comes to her, and she just opens her mouth, and it comes out. And so, yeah, that was pretty amazing. So that could be get ready. That could be a next step in your ascension is
How
becoming a
exciting.
light speaker with your throat chakra. That they're letting you know they're going to be using your voice to get their messages out. Wow, that's exciting.
It is. It really is. How exciting. Oof. Good for you,
Very much
Martha
so.
Bean.
I'm telling you. Well, Gene, we're at an hour and 7 minutes. I know you're bound to be tired because you were on with Allie before.
I was on with Allie earlier. And later
Yeah.
on this evening, I'm going to be covering for Val K. And I'm going to be hosting the Akashic Record readers for her.
Oh,
And
cool.
yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I'm not going to do the readings, but I'm going to do the hosting and to put up the questions for them while they're in the Akashic
Yeah.
Records. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Who all you got reading with you?
Viviani and Sherry and Jin.
There
Mm-hmm.
you go.
Mm-hmm.
Three good
And
ones.
and then tomorrow I'll be with Tara Stash and Wisdom Seeker Joan. I think it's at 2 o'clock on Gerald's channel. And then after that, Wisdom Seeker Joan and I will be together. I don't think that Suzuki will be able to join us, but it'll be our regular Magic Monday on at 4:30 Eastern with Wisdom Seeker Joan and I. So Wisdom Seeker Joan and I will be doing a double header tomorrow.
Wow. Okay. And I'm off tomorrow. I'll actually be able to catch them. So, and
Ooh.
usually I have to watch replay. I don't catch all live. Because it's late afternoon around that time. I'm usually wrapping things up and getting ready to close down the office and head out the door. And let's see. And I've got let's get it on the right week here. Um, that's why it was looking weird. Okay. Uh, Sisters of the Mystical Tarot. I'm actually the hostess this week. That's
Ooh.
on Wednesday night at 7 Eastern, um, 4 Pacific. And then Friday is another polyterology with Cool Crone, and Mel Dorr is going to be joining us.
Wow.
So
Wow. That's
that ought to
exciting.
be that ought to be interesting. And then Juno and I are coming back for our Fortune and Flows show
Oh,
uh, this next Sunday. Uh, we're gonna we're only gonna be doing that one once a month now because she's doing the Akashic Records thing now, so she's doing a lot more. So, and then I've got new stuff starting. So,
Yeah, once a month is a lot, y'all. Really, twice a month seems like I'm like, "Wait, didn't I just see
yeah,
you?"
exactly. Well, a week from tomorrow, on the 22nd, I start one of my new shows that'll be monthly called Draining the Swamp, and that's strictly political.
Oh,
Bas My goal is to pick one or two politicians or maybe one or two events of something that's happened during the month and how it is, as the swamp got drained and it got exposed, what did we find out, and how is it affecting everybody? I know Mel will be with me on the first one, and I think
wow.
Arthur is going to be there too. Um, I'm waiting for final clarification from him. They might join me on a regular basis. And then again, I might just pull in different people, because it's just once a month.
Right.
And then the following Sunday, a week from a week on the 28th, is my other new show I'm starting with Isaac. Some of y'all might remember him. He's been on several of the panels for parties. He's a professional counselor. That's what he
Oh,
does. And we're going to start a show called Mastering Mental Wellness,
wow.
where it's going to basically be just people with issues, problems can call and talk to us for some advice, um, or if it's something that's a more major problem than just something we can do online, to offer alternatives of who and where to go for help with that issue.
That's
Um,
important.
and
Resources.
so
Hmm.
I originally was going to call it Counselor's Corner, but Isaac was like, "Yeah, I don't think we can do that because it's counseling. You have to be licensed for that." And I'm like, okay, so we had to kind of change the name a little bit. Um, but so that'll be once a month too. So
Well,
I'm looking
new
forward to
new
that.
shows for the new year, and Sherry, you are just taking off, and
And
you do your
membership
shorts.
hopefully will be starting in the next few weeks. I'm
You're one
still
of the
working.
hardest working ladies in the community for sure. You do it. You bring such beautiful light, and you're just so welcoming to everybody. It's a
Well,
delight
thank you.
to share this space with you.
And I feel the same way about you. You always light me up when I see you.
Mhm.
I like to watch. You make me happy.
Aw, just
um, and I think I'm going to turn the two new shows into podcast
ooh,
so that I will just, as soon as we do them, then they'll go out on podcast. Um, that's what I want to do. So hopefully I can set it up and it'll work. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still reading the instructions on that one. So, but I figured that way I can just name them episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and
right.
people can be able to go back in and reference them easier just for those particular things. And when you podcast, it goes on like the YouTube music automatically. They put it up on
Mm-hmm.
their stuff, and then I think it gets shared with some of the other podcast places around. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but like Spotify and whatnot, I don't know if I have to go in and specifically set it up or if it just does it automatically. I'm not sure how that works.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, I think if you convert it to a podcast, you choose which podcasts, which platforms you want it to go on.
yeah,
So
that's what I was thinking, but I
yeah,
wasn't. I'm not 100% sure. I'm still reading up on it and uh, doing too many things at once as usual. So I tend to run behind on everything.
you're
I'll
way
start on
ahead
one
of
thing
us,
and
I'm
then
sure.
something will click and I'll go over here to something else. And then 2 hours go by and I'm like, oh, wait, I didn't finish this.
Right, right.
Uh, that's what happens when you have a brain like mine.
Oh, no, it's a lot. It's really a lot. So, Sonia wanted to know what time, and it's 7 p.m. The Akashic record readings are going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern, and that's 4 p.m. Pacific. And we're going to have a drawing for a free giveaway. So,
Oh,
yeah,
exciting.
yeah, all four of us are going to be giving away a free reading tonight. So make sure, and I think we're simulcasting on Val's channel and on Sherry's channel and on my channel. So make sure
Not you,
you're,
Sherry Trancing Spirit.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, I'm sorry.
That's
Yes.
okay. I don't do Akashic records yet.
It
I
sounds the
wanted
same, but
to in the past, but
I was actually saying the other one, but it sounds the same. It sounds similar.
our names
I
are spelled exactly the same, except mine is SH, her is CH, and mine is ARI, and hers is ERI.
Right.
So they're basically said the same. And because I was laughing, I said, "Yeah, Sherry, I got to get with you and invite you on, and we'll have two Sherrys back to back on the same show. People won't know what to do."
That would be fun. That would be fun to
That
see
would
you
be
two
fun.
together. Yeah. I
Hi,
think
Clarence.
that would
And
be great. Mhm.
so okay, so that's 7 o'clock. I'll be sure you catch Jean and the Akashic Records reading. That'll be a lot of fun. I know I'll be watching
Oh.
and putting my name in the hat for doing the drawing. If y'all need the little wheel to do the giveaway,
I
uh,
have it all set up. Yeah, we're
you have it
ready.
set up. Okay, good,
Yep.
good.
Mhm.
If not, shoot me an email. I'll
I
send you the
think
link
you
for
did
it.
give it to me originally. So
Okay, that's good. I don't remember who I gave
somebody
it to.
did. But you just pass it around. That's all. You just pass it
That's
around.
it.
So
Yeah,
it's
I
going
guess
to be really exciting, and it's there to support them in their practice. And yeah, it's you never know what's going to turn out. So it's so very exciting.
very much so. Hi, Trillium Tarot. Yeah, we're saying our goodbyes. You'll have to go back and watch the replay. Um, all of Jean's contact information is in the description box below. Please go in and like, share, subscribe. While you're doing hers, you can do mine. And after the show, go in and leave a comment in the comment section. That boosts the algorithm, helps push the channels out to the general public. So if somebody puts something in about, psychic or medium or, anything like that, if there's enough hits on us, our channels will get shoved into their feed for them to check out. So, because you never know who may be looking for us and just don't know how to find us. And so every little bit helps. And and that's
Uh,
about it. Y'all have a great week. Don't freeze to death.
I know.
Um,
Stay warm. Stay safe. Yeah.
yeah, it looks like I'll be leaving faucets dripping tonight and making sure everything's
Yeah, because they don't build homes with the insulation there, right? Because it's so warm.
not for cold per se. We're set up for heat and for hurricanes and that kind of thing. But for the cold, yeah, it's I mean, I'm in an apartment complex. The building I'm in has 8 apartments in it. The 4 on our side and then the 4 behind us. And we're in one big building. I think most of the plumbing on all of us run through the middle of the
Okay.
apartments. So that tends to keep it warmer. But when you get extreme colds like that, and everybody's got to do their part. So I'm just glad I'm off tomorrow and I don't have to go to work if it's that cold
I know. I know.
because I
Well,
have
this
no
too
heat in
shall
my
pass,
car.
and just wait for all those planets to go in line. I'm telling you, guys, that's what I have my eye on the goal there.
I
It's going
am
to be so
excited for
exciting.
that. And Aquarius is my moon. My moon is in
Oh,
Aquarius. So, and Sun
so
Gemini,
exciting.
moon Aquarius.
We
So,
could sit and chat all day. Isn't it fun? And
oh yeah,
Sherry is so much fun. I saw her yesterday with Helen, and you two were just chatting along, and it was so cute because you two did that back and forth thing so well. I'm like, they are just
she
you guys
is
have
such
like the
a
same
sweetheart.
energy. And you're like, and this, and she'll be like, and this, and you'll be like, and this. It
And
was
then after we got off, after the show was over, we were still on for another
oh
15, 20 minutes talking before we both were like, okay, we really got to go.
Oh my gosh.
Just
Yeah,
talking to
behind
each
the
other.
scenes, you guys, that's where it's at.
Yeah, backstage. All kinds of stuff happened. Um,
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you,
you're
thank you,
welcome,
thank you.
Jean.
It's
Thank
so
you
much
for
fun,
coming on.
and we'll schedule our next students as soon as we get
As
off
soon as
here.
we wrap up here, well, yeah, we'll set our next one up. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for allowing us to step into your energy and read for you. That's a privilege in my book, and I don't ever want to take it lightly. So, y'all stay safe, stay warm. Have a happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day tomorrow. It's a holiday, so enjoy that if you don't have to work, and just have a happy week. We got some exciting stuff coming, so it's gonna be fun.
Absolutely.
All right, bye everybody.